big day, the cup is up. Toast to my people that's on the come up and you live with us. Ain't all about the trigger bus. Looking at my watch, your spirit bomb, both hands is going up. You going coast to coast with us. See the flows is flowing, overflowing. Yeah, the cup it runneth over. Tidal wave up in the ocean.
We gon' turn the crib into a club like Hennessy and Buddha screaming thug life. Get it, baby, you know I'm the plug, right? But we got a feeling that it's gonna be a long night.
There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365. There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365. There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365. There's a lot of things on my mind. Stacking money like 365.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another RSC League Play Week 7, and welcome. Today, joined with me is none other than Biggles.
Yep, top of the morning to you, my friend, or the evening, or wherever you are in the world, of course. Welcome along to our Friday night entertainment, Friday evening entertainment between some of the great teams. Thank you for those follows out there recently. Key J and Background Sep. BG, know how to pronounce that one correctly. Anyway, we do appreciate it. We have the Masters Glacius series at the moment, don't we? Messiahs versus Serene Nara, if I get that correctly.
Yeah, you are very correct. Messiahs versus Serene Nara, and this series is pretty well thought out right now, and I'm very excited to see how it plans out. We were late, so we are not going to waste any time in getting into it. I will see if the players are ready to begin, and then we will get underway.
Yeah, underway, of course. Why not? It's Friday night. The eggs are once again sold out in this stadium that we'll be in, which is Manfield Night, and I'm hot, apparently. Thank you very much, Nuclear. I am sizzling generally. Let's see who's going to be sizzling their first game area. We're underway for Friday night's RSC EU.
Just let's have a look. I think the players are potentially calling a remake. I'm not so sure. Someone in the chat has asked for... Yep, lobby remake will happen.
Okay.
So you will get to see our beautiful faces again while the lobby is being remade. Just take a second. The second we saw that beautiful new overlay that we have got, we are very excited to see it, as the magical streamer B-Shake in our ears is not very happy with the...
Yeah, just to give you some information, of course. It is a fantastic new graphics, so bear with us. This requires a little bit more management behind the scenes, but so far I think all of our fantastic production crew have been doing a great job on our Mondays and Tuesdays. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and day off on Thursday, of course, here at Friday. Just to get a recap about these two teams, well, not so much luck between them. Messiahs, they're 6th in the championship with 25 wins. Their last 3 games have been draws. And Serene, well, they're not having the best of luck at all, because in their last 5 games, they haven't had a single win yet. They've just had a couple of losses and a couple of draws and then a forfeit. So it would be good. Sorry, not a forfeit, but a couple of losses and draws. They would be good. They're probably scheduled for a win soon at least, but rather than a draw. We'll see how that pans out.
Lobby is back up, and we are getting underway pretty quickly here. Lobby is a lot better, it seems, as instantly some action coming out from Serene Nara here. They are pressuring the backboard as Rose Blushes goes for a double touch, but doesn't come to play. Pads now taking it to the sidewall with KJ being there off the backboard, going for a double himself. Rose Blushes now taking it to the corner. Ball gets cleared away. Nuclear now. Precision of that air dribble that gets cleared away by KJ. Rose Blushes for an easy save. Sev with a wall read to the middle. Nuclear now to Fluffy Swede. Trying to go. Rose Blushes. A demo is put onto Pads, and that's a shot. And that is Sev to start this scoreline off.
It is a fantastic look at that, how it was panned out. The bounce, isn't it? Straight to the top of the ceiling, left Key to try to do something about it, but unfortunately ball's in the wrong direction. And bingo gets him on the scoreboard. Messiah's already 1 up.
Yeah, 1-0 up in the series, but that's an early response. Sev with a lovely save from Pads' shot, and that's Fluffy Swedes now clearing the ball away, getting that ball out. Messiah's definitely trying to keep that ball out their half, trying to alleviate the stress and pressure. Now, Sev onto the backboard, but it's Rose Blushes with a clear. Nuclear now to the side. Pads and KJ double committing. This could show a little bit of cracks in their team chemistry and how they're coherently playing together. Sev now seeing what could happen. Sev, middle, taking the ball up in the air, and Biggles, this game already we're seeing a lot of pressure from Messiahs. What could Nara in turn do to alleviate some of that pressure?
Well, if they get a good clear, I always say, you get a fantastic clear down the other end, if obviously Messiahs are applying that pressure, just they are right now, bang, and that's the second one in a row. But yeah, exactly. If they apply that pressure, of course, if they get a block and get a good clear down the other end, that means that it's going to be an empty net area there. So Messiahs playing forward may be their disadvantage, but at this point, it is working for them, and that's something that Nara needs to figure out. I'm sure they will be.
Yes, getting into the next kickoff. Nuclear tries to go for a snazzy side read, but doesn't get it. As it's now KJ going for a solo play, a little bit risky in the master tiers. These players, you know, they're really good players. Got going out from pads and
full speed. Oof.
Big pressure moments coming.
See, there's
out.
the clear that you wanted to get. Now, there's 3. If they could just get a little tap into the corner there, straight through, perfect. Odd executed perfectly. All 3 players chase that down after the defensive conversion. See what I mean? That's what they're going to have to do here, because Messiahs are all 3 committed up. And of course, well, you know what happens when you leave your door open? You get Vogel.
Yeah, just unfortunate. And that is something that Nara needs here. Nara definitely, you know, need that goal. They need a little bit of confidence because, you know, fighting from 2-0 down, the lot Rose blushes. Oh my word. And that's an equalizer. As soon as I talk about having some confidence, you know, Rose blushes goes and gets a goal.
Yeah, put Nuclear back on the back tire, had to back up there for a second. And basically the ball just dropped like a stone right next to him, isn't it? And of course the players were coming in. Great executed play. And hopefully we're going to have a series here. And once again, as I mentioned there, that, you know, Serene Nara, for them, they would be looking very good. They would really like to have a nice W in their columns, in the column. Scoreboard. That's Nuclear responding, isn't it?
What a shot from Nuclear. Like, just precision at perfection. That's what you'd expect from the master tier, and that's what you'd love to see indeed. Right, now we are looking. Adds good kickoff. Could be a goal, but gets cleared away by Sev. And that's KJ here, getting a bit of an overcommit, a little bit of overextension, which puts the ball right back in Nara's half. Pads now going down. Going for a solo play, not much boost to her name. Rose blushes now on the wall, taking it right over Sev's head, but Swede will be there nicely. Sev now with a shot, and it just hits the post. Nuclear not able to follow up, not expecting it to hit the post. And Biggles, this is absolute, like, domination almost from Messiahs. They've not made many mistakes, and the ones that they have, Nara have capitalized on. Do you think this will be a reoccurring thing throughout the series?
Well, yeah. Well, in that last play, I noticed that the Messiahs had 2 players up. They kept one back this time around. I think because of that very reason, they've conceded a couple of goals by pushing it too much. So that could have been one of the reasons. Is that a great shot, of course, but the opportunity, perhaps with the 3rd person up there, could have probably secured the deal. Tricks the play here.
Oh no!
Slows it down. Had to pick it up there on the other end from Rose. Fantastic job. Lucky to save them. But high-scoring game so far too. 3-2, and we still probably will see another goal soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, 100%, but just on that last play, it was an open net, and there was just a double commit from Messiahs that kept that ball out, and that's KJ. What a touch! That's Patch with the shot, and it's now the equalizer. 3-3, Nara Messiahs.
When you see that ball bouncing like that slowly in front of the net, you got the defenders caught completely, you know, napping at that point. Well, they had nothing to do with pace. Pads had to go for it in full speed, blistering at the ball. And of course, I think if they would have missed that opportunity, it would have converted down the other end. So lucky they got it. The 3's on the clock, 1 minute remaining. Who wants game 1?
We could see an overtime here. This game is so much more closer than what anyone would have thought. You know, both teams have amazing players, and either of these need the win. You know, this could be the decider on who makes play-ins, and that's a shot from Fluffy Swede. That's a shot from Sev now, and it goes in the net. Just goal after goal after goal.
After goal after goal. Sweet. Taking advantage of that situation, especially once again, only one defender there. The ball was kind of in and out just before that one, and you've got to make sure that you slam it home. Make sure that there's no possibilities of the ball coming back out of the net. That's what they've done. But will there be a response down the other end? There could very well be. If they want to get it done, they're going to have to get it done now. To go into OT, there's the demo coming out, so they take out KJ for a second. applying the pressure there. Almost a bump 50. See that. Severe still gets a tap on it between two defenders. Almost like a blocker. Fluffy Sweet going to send it up there. Go straight to the top of Royal. Another opportunity flying off the ceiling. It's exactly what you need to be doing right now if you are Serene. Keeping it down the other end of the court. For now, I think time's not on their side. They're on the back foot. Pads has to bring it all the way here. Or the other player there, KJ, that's it. Go full speed. This could be a possibility. Not enough, but I tell you what, they went down fighting. That's for sure on that one.
Wow. Oh my word. That was incredible. That was nearly one of the best resets RSC might have ever seen. But 4-3. Let's have a look at the stats.
Look at the goals distributed across all the teammates too. All the team members there for Serene. So, whereas all the goals were scored there. Sorry, almost one there on the Messiah. So something to look at for your statistics as well too. If there's one key player that's doing all the work, you can look at probably shutting them down for defense. We'll see how that pans out. But exactly, what a game. Very high-scoring game. I expect another high-scoring game for game number 2. By the way, we didn't have a chance to do our predictions.
Oh,
bit
no.
too late now, isn't it? Because we've already had one game down. Oh, well. You can do your predictions later on, mate, because I know that you are casting the final round of this tonight of our 3 games that we'll be presenting to everybody live. Casted here on this fantastic network with the fantastic new graphics and talent. We'll go over to game 2. I believe we're going to go over to Forbidden Temple, and I did go to that Japanese restaurant the other day with a blossom tree and saw it, so I'm happy.
Oh, very nice indeed. Oh. 3, 2, 1, and we are underway again. Rose blushes. You know, the kickoffs for Nara have just been there, as that's off on the backboard. Fluffy Sweet is there. Sev now taking it for a solo play, but gets cut out by KJ in no man's land. That's to the middle, but Nuclear's there. What a save. Rose blushes. Just a little bit of an overextension, and this ball is now right back in Nara's half. You know, such insane action. KJ, what a play over, but ball gets cleared away now. That's to the middle. Nobody's going to be there. KJ just barely missing the ball. I feel like that's a name I'm saying a lot because he's doing so much work. Now KJ overextending, and that's Nuclear to take the first goal.
There's an atomic score if you want to see one right there, isn't it? But yeah, KJ, you've got to remember, before KJ was, what, a millisecond away just off that crossbar of equalising to send it into OT for that first game. So that's the reason why you're also saying KJ quite a bit. But there's full speed Nuclear, of course. And even with that defense, you can't, isn't it, at the speed that ball's going back in there. And there it is.
Oh my word!
Who's the player again that we were talking about?
KJ! What a play, what a touch! Absolutely ruining Fluffy Sweet's ankles, you could say. What a goal to equalise it up. Such heavy action, and I think you're right. I think this will be another high-scoring game. Because right now, we're not even a minute in and we've seen 2. Potentially a third as well, as that's Nuclear again. Almost getting a shot, but getting blocked away. Sev now. Sev getting the Dunkin' Donut over. Rose blushes now taking it to the wall, but Fluffy Sweet is there. Had a free shot on the net, but took it slow. No real worries there. That's Nuclear to the backboard. Nothing is going to happen. Sev now back to middle. Nuclear flying in. Nuclear, what a shot, but it gets saved away. And Biggles, this game already. I'm on the edge of my seat.
It's a good one. There's going to be another one. Bang. It's going to be a good high-scoring game because I think the players are all looking out at just, you know, basically scoring rather than sit back having a town meeting to defend. It's just something different. And both teams doing it, so that style of play works out for evenly. And it also provides some great entertainment. And remember, both teams are, you know, sacrificing a little bit of defense for more offense at this point, and that's good as long as they both do it. And who ends up getting a little bit more offense, of course, at the end of the day is the ones that will take another win. So we'll see how that pans out. If everybody's enjoying, I am reading the Twitch chat, so if you have any messages you want to shout out, players, etc., even if it's your birthday or what you had for breakfast, let us know. And we'll try to bring you all the cardball action here live.
Indeed, we will. Now, what are we going to see? Pads taking it to the sidewall where KJ is. KJ just barely whiffing that ball. That's Fluffy Sweet to Sev. Sev, what a shot. But it gets cleared off the wall, and that's now Nuclear able to capitalize. That scoreline widens 3-1 on the board now.
Just getting fired up, isn't it? There's the great defense, and there's another player to come in. Couldn't quite get it there in time. And Nuclear doesn't miss too often. So I think they're going to have to start looking at shutting down Nuclear. But then if you shut that one player down, you've got these other players who are going to step up. So it's going to see what they can do. I wouldn't panic just yet for the Nara team. Just continue to play the way you've been playing, because you are very capable of scoring.
I honestly think that Nara needs to be a little bit more aggressive at times. You know, they are just letting Nuclear, Sev, and Swede pass within each other, letting them little interconnections happen. That's Pads with a lovely touch. That's KJ with a shot. That's Rose Blushes now. As soon as I say get more aggressive, they deliver. 3-2. Now we have a game on our hands, Biggles.
It seems like that you're scripting this like movie, isn't it? This show. Every time we start talking about it, the team starts stepping up to it, and it's exactly right. Look at that aggressive play that they did, spreading the play as well too, and making sure each of the players are in the right place at the right time. That's what you always need to do to score.
100%. And they're doing well. That's Nuclear now to Swede. Not going to happen. Nuclear once more. Pads, though, getting the clear off the backboard. Sev is there now. The boost control is there. Everybody has some level of boost. And his Pads now trying to get a touch to the middle, but doesn't happen. KJ to the corner. Pads now getting a touch. Rose Blushes with a demo, but it's now Fluffy Sweet on the ball. Passes, but Nuclear, as we said, shut him down. He's getting shut down, but that's a mistake. That could be capitalized on. That's a shot, but Pads is there. Pads doesn't need to get a touch. That ball was not on the target. That's Fluffy Sweet down to the middle. That's Nuclear and Sev. Double committing, lack of comms. And now ball gets cleared away back into no man's land. Rose Blushes with a surprising touch. Fluffy Sweet dives. Pads with a shot.
Oh, great defense. All three players are up and committed at the moment. Are they going to continue to commit? They are. They beat the defender, so KJ's going to slow it down here. Get the passing through. Straight down. Nothing but net. Pads. Well, absolutely perfect play. Look at that. Look at the slow play for the assist there. KJ knew exactly, drew the defender out there, and Pads capitalized. Scored the goal.
100%. Nara's engines are getting fired up. They don't want to lose this game. They want to win it. They want to take it by their grasp and have it. That's KJ going for a reset. What are we going to see now? Sev, not much boost to his name. On the wall, gets a 1. Does not get the reset though. Unfortunately, that's a pinch and a half from Nuclear, leaving Rose Blushes to have to scrappily recover demo from KJ. Soon as KJ sees, KJ goes. KJ trying to keep that ball up. That's Pads to Rose Blushes. Rose Blushes, what a slot! 4-3 to Nara now.
Was there a hook on that? It looked like it had a little bit of a hook angle. Look at that. It's just that's a slice of dice that just curved. I don't think it was even possible to curve, but straight over there. Brilliant job. You can see now too that the pressure's starting to weigh in on the Messiah's shoulders, because they're trying to hammer the ball down there, and at the moment, just Serena, just finding a way to hold them off right now. Hold off this, even with that one goal advantage is not that much of an insurance goal, especially against these teams. Just thinking hold off for 30-something seconds at the moment. But Messiahs, they're looking for blood here, smelling blood in the Forbidden Temple.
Yeah, 100%. They're out for blood. That's Pads. Oh my word! Pads with an unfortunate own goal, but Pads, what an angle! What an angle, I must say. Just not what she wanted to do. She wanted that touch onto the backboard, but could not provide it. Now, kickoff, 20 seconds left. Either team's game. Oh no, KJ! Flick! Save from Swede. What a save! Biggles, I honestly thought that could have been in there.
Yeah, KJ's so great at the playmaking, isn't KJ? Just slowing the ball down there. Perfect.
Oh,
bang!
wow.
Goes straight to the Rose. You got to be forgetting about the Rose Blushes too. You need all three players to work, and now with a goal advantage of 4 seconds, they might have a bit of a smile on their face, because at least they know push comes to shove. The only thing they're going to be is the OT. I'm sure they want to take this game too.
Game 2, 3, 2, 1. We are now in regulation time as Rose Blushes takes the smart option and just drops that ball down. No need for an overtime. And Biggles, what do you see in the stats that are about to pop up on screen now?
What will be very, very interesting is that once again, you're just seeing the goals distributed across the Serene that they've always been doing. Oh, just having a look. Field domination's pretty equal. Boost consumption. I mean, some of these are demos. Yeah, I don't know. It's even Stevens across it. I think the thing that the stats aren't showing you, my friend, is the aggression, isn't it, that you mentioned? The aggressive play that Serene has started doing. The Sires have been playing very aggressive as well, but Serene's just playing a little bit more aggressive. I think that's now the key of giving it a bit of a momentum swing in this series.
Yeah, 100%. Nara now, they just need to keep doing what they're doing because it's working. A treat. Messiahs need to go back to their first game. They need to, create themselves to get some more options. They need to be more creative with their passes because that's what's going to get them the wins. That's what's going to get them the aggression. But right now, stadium filled out, 12,000 in accommodation to watch this in Southern Heights, one of the most beautiful maps, in my opinion.
Is it sold out? I'm seeing a couple of spare seats. I don't know, there's a scalper out there offering me tickets, but I said, don't worry about it. We got to the casting booth. But anyway, yeah. It's going to be fun. So you're either going to go for one side or the other, depending. Both of these teams, of course, are going to be battling it out tooth and nail. They can't afford to lose too many of games now, considering we get closer and closer into the playoff series and what sort of seed they want to get, if they can get into our playoffs towards the end of the season. So almost fighting for your life in the season right now to keep it alive, keep your dreams alive. They still have time.
100%. The last few weeks arguably can be the most important for a team to make or break their run into play-ins and playoffs. And that is an open net. And that is Rose Blushes and Pads linking up. A mistake from Sev just leads that net wide open. Sev overextending, bouncing off the crossbar, and it's just now in the net. Rose Blushes being the top goal scorer, the MVP for Nara at the moment, in my opinion. And we see the pattern coming out, and that's now Pads and Nuclear getting a double touch on each other. That's KJ now. What's KJ gonna do? KJ gets a lovely touch, gets the reset. Oh boy, could have been dangerous, Biggles.
They're applying some pressure. Look at that, aggressive pressure continuously putting Messiahs in the back foot. But once again, I'm going to be very, very careful. You apply too much of that pressure, you leave your door open down the other end. So far, they've got the ball control, ball domination here. 2-on-1 defender. All they need is a tap of the crossbar. What great defense from Sev. Had to. And now they turned it into a counter attack, which has been picked away. Look at this down the other end. This could be Walker. Slow it down. Try to trick the defender, bring out the defender. They've done it, but they couldn't quite get the pinch through to follow up. But smart play and aggressive play still here. Still got the ball control domination. They're doing a good job.
Field domination is there. That's a shot, but KJ knows how to rotate himself just to be in the right spot. That's KJ now off the backboard, getting a touch, getting a second, getting a third over. Now just Sev in the lurks of defense. Sev and Rose Blushes intertwining themselves, getting 50s on repeat. And now that's Pads there. Pads gets a 50 down to the middle. It's going to be KJ again. KJ, their key player, and that's just a little mistake, unable to recover. And that's Fluffy Swede to get the goal.
Just a little bit. He's just really trying to slow the play down here. See, backing up the car there. He couldn't get the speed in reverse. And Messiahs will take an opportunity any day of the week on that one. Double team, bang, straight into an open net. That's the only thing I was worried about. Of course, when you overcommit your aggressive offense, that you leave your door open down the other end. But they haven't given up on their aggressive offense because they're still attacking here at the moment. Look at that passing play. Couldn't quite get the angle on it. As you said, KJ, Pads, and Rose are definitely communicating well as a team here.
100%, and we're just seeing KJ toying around with the defense, making them know that there is a shark in the water. There are 3 of them, all of them hungry for their goal, hungry for the series win. Every win counts in RSC, as some of you who might be new to the channel and to the league don't know. These are best of 4 game series as they play out all 4. So, we get the combination. There is a total of 3 possibilities. 2-2, 3-1 or the coveted 4-0 that a lot of teams want to aspire to get. And it's a big opportunity for anything to happen in RSC, because a 2-2 draw could be the difference between a play-ins and a playoff spot for some teams, as we see a demo there from Pads. Rose Blushers now shots going out. That's KJ and Rose Blushers bumping each other. Not what you want to see. That's KJ getting it past two, demoing third. Nothing comes to it. 1 minute 45 seconds on the clock, 100 seconds on timer. And Biggles, I haven't asked this question yet, but who is going to win this match, do you think?
Well, I'd say the series. I don't like the draw scenarios. It's probably going to be a draw. So a 2 apiece. I'd say, because Messiahs are a very, very good team. I don't think they're going to continue to always be on the back foot here. They are capable of scoring still, as you can see on the scoreboard. It's still going to be an even one. Not as high scoring as we saw at the start.
Ooh.
There's goal. There's Rose. Smelling the flowers, of course, with another goal. But yeah, just to explain how the series formats work, of course, it takes a lot to get a W on the win column. And obviously, you have to win by, either a sweep or 3 or 4 of these 4 games to get it, and that's not a lot of teams can do that. And I mentioned both of these teams haven't got a win in some time. So apart from Messiahs, they got a win 3 weeks ago, I think it was the last time they had a win. All the rest of it's usually been draws or losses. Sorry. So both these teams would be hungry to get that one. You can't get back in time on that one, and there it is. Nuclear will seize the advantage. Just kind of as I was mentioning to you before. Just the Yaspa that leave your door open down the other end, isn't it?
100%. It is very unfortunate what has just happened. Currently we're seeing beautiful plays from both teams, and when one just overextends their defense like just then, but KJ there to save. KJ now showing off what he can do. KJ solo playing, can't get anything else though. That's Rose Blushes with a shot, but then it's Swede to get the save, and that looks to be on target. Oh my word.
Yeah.
25 seconds. Can we see the first overtime of this series, or are we going to see another late goal? Nuclear now. Nuclear to Swede. That's to the middle. Sev chasing. Sev with a cut shot. Shot goes off. Out of bounds. No shot played. Rose Blushes. 10 seconds left. Sev turning. Swede going. Pads and Swede 50, but it just goes down. Now it's Sev. Sev to Nuclear. Demo comes out. Regulation time. Ball bounces, and we see an overtime.
We kind of expected that with the way these games have been going, isn't it? OTs. Great plays on both ends. Those clears that Messiahs have been doing have been amazing there. Perfectly straight out clears too, so they have to force the defense back up. Let's see if KJ can do the KJ things, masterminding it there. Try to spread the team out a little bit as he finds his teammates, his or her teammates of Rose and Pads. There's Pads. Just look to your right here. Got 2 other players there. Bounces straight back to KJ with that defense, and now charging down the other end. Are they going to try to capitalize on this with the Messiahs? Remember, first to score wins an OT.
First to score wins indeed, and we are watching 2 teams fight literally on threads right now. They both need this. Bad, that's a shot going down. That's KJ keeping it in. Sev, awkward. Nuclear there to back up Sev. Pads now to the back wall. That's Rose Blushes, and Pads again scoring a goal to win in overtime. The series swings in Nara's favor as they go 2-1 up. I think, yeah, 2-1 up.
Bad. I have to say, sorry, a little bit of bad defense. From my size there, they looked like they had a town meeting. They didn't have the boost. They were trying to communicate who wants it. Somebody needed to clear that out of that corner, and exactly what Nara planned for. I think it was it Pads or KJ that just slowed the ball down there, drew the defenders out there, and just popped it straight across their bang, and a fairly easy goal, but a difficult way to organize it. So, momentum switched again to Serene Nara. Now they're scoring first these games, and they're scoring the most towards the end. So it's going to be up to the Messiahs to kick back into take the overdrive off, or the economy mode off the car there, and put it back into full speed.
100%, they do need to get this when they can. Last game in this series, this could definitely be a big draw for them, or even Nara, they need a win as well. It could be a big win or big draw for either. I'm seeing a win-win scenario, no matter who takes a draw or if Nara wins. Very important, but we move on to game 4. Beckwith Park Midnight. Stadium almost fully filled, as there was a couple of strangers outside trying to offer me tickets, but you know, we kind of got away from that one as we are now here in the casting booth.
There was an egg flasher, so in a trench coat there. So I was letting the police know he was an egg, just flashing an egg. I was like, all right, I don't want to see that. I'm here to watch some Rocket League and Rocket Ball. And at the moment, the Messiahs have got to be, you know, I think it's a little bit more dangerous for them not to get a draw on this one because of the fact that they're 6th in the standings, whereas a Serene Nara, you know, being almost down the bottom there, they've got a lot less to lose, but a lot more to gain here. So they've got to, if they can get this nice W in the win column, that's going to boost the team going deeper into the regular season now.
100% double commit Nuclear and Fluffy Swede now leaving Sev alone. Ball to the corner. Nuclear's there, but Pad's waiting patiently on the sidewall. Pre-jumping to the ceiling. What a destructive 50, and that's Nuclear now. Nuclear getting that touch. Pad's in the middle there, waiting. You know, I'm just watching Nara shut down Messiah at every opportunity, keeping them posted to their back wall. That's KJ's shot on. Nothing met. Rose blushes now. Demo comes out 1 minute in, and it's 0-0. Our lowest scoring as of yet, and that's Fluffy Swede now. No, Nuclear cleaning up the scraps of defense. Nuclear again, getting a bit of a touch into the corner. Pads now. This is in the net.
Can't get that.
Oh no, an overextension of the entire Nara team sees them go 1-0 down.
That's what the Messiahs do, don't they? They get the clear. In that case, it was just a tap straight over the defender. And it's definitely Nuclear, isn't it? When Nuclear hits that ball, hits it with absolute accuracy straight at the other opponent's goal. And, you know, 60% of the time they go straight in because the defenders can't get back. And that works for Messiahs, but, you know, you've got to do it multiple times because if you get KJ slowing that ball down the other end, then KJ's has been outstanding, hasn't it? And they're passing it straight away to Rose blushes, but they are defending once again, as you said. What they're doing right now is that they're just keeping the Messiahs just in the corner there, being defending, and of course, and then Sirianara just come in there and go. It's only a matter of time before that ball is cracked and we find a crack in the wall and we get the goal.
Yeah, crack in the wall. It just ends up being in the net, and it's now 1-1 in this series. And it's just the passing plays that Messiahs need to shut out. They need to get rid of them for a chance to be in with even getting a draw in this series. That's KJ now getting a pretty clinical touch to the middle. Now Pads up in. Ball on the backboard. A bit of a misread from Sev. Sees it going out as we are now 2 minutes in. Fluffy Swede gets a miss and also gets a 50 with Nuclear, as that's a bit of a misplay. Ball hits the backboard. KJ going for a bit of a twirl in the air to try and get that ball out. And we're just watching Messiah's panic right now. And it's not going well for them. Oh, wow.
Well, just you know what it says every single time you start talking about something. Look what happens. Fluffy Swede makes up for that one. It says, Jasper, are you sure nothing's happening?
Ooh. It's very unfortunate.
They've been winning those kickoffs, haven't they? Almost every single game they're serene. They just need to once in a while have the conversion. They're not out of this one for sure. They're going to continue to put the fight up. Look at the Rose is going to slow it down. I think at the moment you got to find KJ, don't you? Let KJ, when KJ's not defending, start to just slow it down, almost like your playmaker in a team, isn't it? There's KJ. Now when you bring a defender out, anybody to follow it through. It's surprising to me. I was going to say this, like, I can't believe that this team, if is 9th in the standings, so probably just had a bad luck of, you know, getting together and playing the games or something like that, because they are playing like the top team in this division for sure.
Asked curse inbound. We say they're playing well, and they drop another goal. Another mistake there, which just leaves Sev to get a free goal. And to my knowledge, this is a new team for Nara. They completely rebuilt their roster.
Well, there you go.
in
That's what
time
it
for the
is.
roster
Yeah.
lot. If they had this for the entire session, you know, they'd be a lot higher up. And that's Sev, another goal, really, really, really making sure that this is driven home and driven out. Fluffy Swede, nice touch into corner, middle 2-7. It's just in the net. What more could you ask for there? What a beautiful layup. All the work's been done. You just need to tap, tap, tap it in. And they do so with perfect precision.
Is Sev also Swedish? Because I mean, it seems like a Sev is maybe Swede. We got Fluffy Swede. Even if the Fluffy Swede's not Swedish, he's going with Swedish flag. I'm just curious about that because Sev would be a very Swedish kind of name anyway. Usually Seven. But either way, the Messiahs are looking at bringing this one to a draw overall, the 2 games apiece. Which I'd have to say is not too bad, but you know, I'm sure Savine don't want to give up this just yet. They got a minute and change to score 3 goals, which it is possible, but where's the momentum? It's just like they kind of run out of juice, haven't they, just recently? The aggression's not there they had.
100%. Rose blushes to the middle, pads. Now KJ's there. KJ, nice touch onto the backboard. And yeah, as Ark has just said in chat, it's their second game together. First was 2-2. Looks like the second will be 2-2, Ark. Not a bad result indeed, as Nuclear now taking it down. Rose Blush is to the side wall. KJ now. 45 seconds. We've seen worse in RSC, but I think this game is wrapped up and over.
I don't know if they're giving up too soon. I wouldn't like to see it because I still think that they were very, very capable of scoring goals, you see, just like that. But I just saw a completely different team there for a second for Serena. They sat back in there and are kind of waiting for players to come or just waiting to defend and not offending. So I think that, I don't know if I might be making a mistake, but they might have just given up a little bit too easy on this. But at the moment now, it's going to be almost a mountain of charge to come back. I just hope not that they want to continue that momentum out of the gate. But at the end of the day, of course, once again, I said, Sires, they're not a team to get, you know, they're going to give up that easy as well too. So they put up a good fight there, and that will definitely tie up the series. So both teams played absolutely fantastic. As you said with Serena, mate, imagine that roster that they have currently at the moment would be like at the start of the season.
Would have been a phenomenal team indeed. GG's to Visionary. 2-2 in the series there. They can be happy with that. They can be happy with that result. Nara can be happy with that result. Very, very, very well played. Now we will see what happens for these
What do you
2
reckon?
teams.
What do you think would be the player of the series or the player of the
Player
match?
of the series?
Is it?
For me?
I mean, yeah, well, the stats are going to let us know, I believe. This is one of the new fancy graphics that we have. We'll see if it does come up with that. But who do you think there, Jasper, would be?
Well, personally for me, I think it's Rose Blushes, a phenomenal series. Good goals scored, good passes, all around a really good player, you know. Definitely someone that you could lead to be like if you're in a lower tier. And look, coming on screen now, looking at the post-series stats, thanks to our new graphics. Yeah, 2-2, and we just see Messiahs inching out more goals. Do you think that can show that they're a little bit more dominant, maybe?
That's about all the rest. A little bit more goals, a little bit more saves, but field domination was not even that. Like, look at that. So the ball possession 50-50 all on there. Boost consumption was very equal. That's obviously just a little bit of difference. The saves and the goals, and that's all it takes is on the edge of a fine now, as I say. But series MVP, it goes to Sev. Doesn't it? Because I think maybe it also. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna. If the MVP will also favor the team that wins. Generally, it'll always be the case. But Sev was always there, wasn't it? Getting those goals, getting those saves, and delivering it for the Messiah's team. So
100%.
GGs to that.
GGs to them both. What a series. Sev, you know, got the goals, got the saves, done everything needed. You know, drove the assists there, and you know. Can't complain, can't grumble at all.
Jack of all trades is what you want to be, don't you?
That is
a
it,
great
yes.
player in Rocket League. You know what? Somebody just like, I'm just a scorer, not good at defending. No, especially in threes. And I think they'll have to wrap it up from ourselves there, Jasper and I am Mr. Biggles. That'll be it from myself here tonight, but much more fantastic casting crew will be, and much more important than the casting crew, of course, is the actual teams that'll be playing for the next couple of rounds tonight. So your Friday entertainment, of course, you'll have to get that popcorn, sit in front of your screen, computer, put it up on your big screen if you want, a projector, or if you're even watching it on your phone or tablet, make sure you definitely tune in. And our producer, of course, in the background. Some other people change their names all the time, mate. I'm getting a B. You'd probably tell us who our producer is.
Producer in the background is B Shake. Big thank you to B Shake. But don't go anywhere. We have 2 more series on the lineup. What we're going to see next is, I believe, is Kotal versus Thanatos in Elite. Then at the 10 p.m. Central Eastern Time, Pardas versus I can't say it. I'm really bad with names. But I have been Jasper. My co-cast has been Biggles, and we will see you soon.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fire for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Of course, we're going to our second match of our Friday night entertainment here at RSC EU, and we're back for more Rocket League action. We, of course, is myself, Mr. DeBiggles, and of course, well, you got to have the Smoky Bear, you got to have the Scotsman himself. So we got the Aussie and the Scot back again, mate. Because just the other day we were casting together too.
Yeah, this is the dynamic duo back in action. And a few teams here are going to be back in action. But yeah, that was a wonderful cast that you and Jasper just did there for that first game of the night, first series of the night. That was good.
Thank you very much, sir. It was fun, and it was a very, very fun match too, because they ended up drawing. But you'd have to say, considering Serene Nara was like way down in the championship standings, this new roster that they have, they are gelling perfectly. So I'd expect to see a lot more great results as we get closer and closer into the regular season, into the playoffs and so forth. So, but what about these two teams that are coming up right now there? I know you've been doing your homework and studying them. What do you feel about that?
Yep, that's absolutely right. We're heading into Series 2 of the night. We're going to be going into the Elite tier and the Ignis Conference. It's going to be Azteca Itzcoatl versus Might of Hades Thanatos. Well, Biggles, there's some interesting stats we've got here. Azteca Itzcoatl, they've won 29 games, they've lost 23, leaving them at a 55.77% win rate. They've scored 124 goals, but they've had 105 scored against them, so a 19 goal difference. I mean, that's pretty good, that's not too bad. Recent form is win, 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 loss, loss. And Might of Hades Thanatos, they're 10th. They have won 19, lost 33 with a 36.54% win rate there. 108 goals scored, 147 goals against with a minus 39 goal difference, and lose draw lose lose draw. So both of these teams, the last couple of games haven't been so perfect, have they? What do you think?
No, they have not. Sometimes it's also the teams you go against, doesn't it? Sometimes you find teams are very, very strong against certain other teams. So we'll see how it pans out. I did see its code playing the other day as a team, so I had the opportunity of casting for them. But
nice.
Tanteas, I think it is. I'm always gonna butcher those names. I'm Biggles butcher of players and team names for a reason. Is it Tanteas? Thanatos,
yeah.
Tantos.
Thanatos, like
Thanatos.
fan.
Tan. I got the the TH.
We'll get there. Yes. Might of Hades.
Done. I need to apply that beautiful Scottish accent to it as well. But yeah, you can see that between the players themselves, some of the players that have committed for all the games or not. But we can see at the moment there's some that they got the subs there, but you've got the regular players. Any particular stats that are sticking out to you?
Yeah, when I was doing my homework, there was a couple of particular stats I found interesting about this game. We actually have the number 1 player and the number 2 player for 0 boost time. That one caught my eye the most, actually, in my division. All the way down in Prospect, I'll hold the number 1 for 0 boost time. So it's going to be nice to see someone else who also holds that title. That was Friday at number 1 with 0 boost time, and Slimy, the captain of Might of Hades, who has number 2. Friday also is number 2 for hat tricks, so we've got a lot of goals going to be scored tonight, hopefully. And Hypno's the captain of Itzcoatl, and Caramello, one of the players from Thanatos, they are number 3 and number 4 of average boost amount. So, let's see this boost management play out tonight. We've seen it the other night when it was me and you casting. The teams were getting pressured back and held out in that corner with no boost, and look what happened to them. They got goals scored against them.
Yeah, exactly. And well, it's code. They are now looking perhaps at a 4th win in a row, and you know how wins aren't easy to get in a 4-game series, because you've got to get 3 or 4 of them to actually get that W on the W column. Otherwise, you generally, as most of the matches go into draws, usually just see the teams that are on the top of the standings are the ones that get a little bit more on the W columns. But once again, we'll see how it pans out. Tantos at the moment have a lot more to risk. Once again, being last in standings.
Yep.
So they're going to play their heart out. I'd say maybe a little bit more. We don't know. We shall see soon. But
yeah, well, that's just it. So for predictions then, I mean, you know, Thanatos, they're at the bottom of the leaderboards right now, or when I was taking the notes, you know, maybe a couple of games have been played and, you know, things can shape up. But, you know, I'm looking good for them tonight. I'm going to go with 3-1 Thanatos. What about you, Biggles?
I'm going to have to sit on the fence. I have to go. It's going to be 2-2. Sorry. I don't like sitting on the fence, but I just feel that this match is going to go that way.
You know what? It's a good call. I went with the draw in our last cast together, and I don't think I was right. I think it was like 3-1 or something. But
Yeah,
it was looking pretty even Stevens, wasn't it, at that point? So I wonder how these teams are going to shape up tonight. Will we see then if the players are ready? I wonder if the players have been cooking. Let the players cook. Let's release those players, release those wheels on the field, and see who's going to be the first to make an impact tonight.
Well, only the time will tell. And the time will tell of each 5-minute games, unless we go into OT, which is quite a possibility considering these teams. We'll bring you the entertainment, of course, in the Jam Pack Stadium once again of Manifield. Let's go.
Yeah.
Rocket League, Friday night. Why not?
Yep, beautiful flag. You can see that Scotland flag up there as well. Oh, Caramello with the big boom off that first kickoff. Hazard there, jumping up, trying to keep that play away from the net, trying to keep that pressure away. Here's Ellie Kitten now, but Datho taking that fight to the sidewall. Again, trying to break down that pressure. Both of these teams looking pretty feisty off the bat. Here's Caramello once more, going for it. Goes for the dribble play, manages to fake. Hazard can't get it! Oh no! Oh my goodness!
That's not slow motion. That's not slow motion. That is just the ball slowly rolling in there. Everybody's charging tooth and nail. A complete miss in the defense. 100 miles an hour. Just a little bit to the left or to the right. You would have got the touch on the ball, but didn't need to. For the other team. Wow.
Yep, heartbreaking the first 30 seconds here and game 1 of Series 2. Would you believe it? Datho and Hypno's there. A fight once more on the sidewall. Hazard, that is an excellent pass to the backboard, but no one else can reach it. So Nick's going to have a little bit of time here. Bit of a wasteful play of possession, but it could work out well for pressure, and maybe that's just what Nick was thinking. Speaking of Nick, now being last back, but a devastating demolition from Caramello, but Hypnos out of nowhere, RKO hit the crossbar.
Getting excited, aren't you, Mr. Smokey? Why not? Because this game is good. There's a shot right into the corner there. Just the crossbar was in the way. He's going to have to look at that crossbar later on and bend it back into place. Down the other end.
The
See it hands up there, Ellie Kitten. Trying to do something in the midfield at the moment. They're trying to slow the game down, find your teammates, get the passing plays. There's Ellie going to bring it up high on the ceiling, but looks like Nick's come out to charge for it, and that was probably a good defensive clear, but it's gone straight back and Hazard to line up there.
Oh my goodness.
Throw it down the middle. Anybody going to pass it through? Nobody needs to. Ellie, did Ellie get a touch on? She did she? I think yes. Last minute.
Absolutely. Hazard though, great air dribble all the way to the back post. Think it would have been going in anyway, but you know what? I love that security. Close that goal down, put it in the back of the net, because that is the equaliser and that is the momentum that you need right now. Daho can't quite get it, but it's going to fall off to Caramello. We've seen what Caramello can do so far, but this time nothing coming from it. Nick's going to have a go though, but can't quite get it. Ellie Kitten goes once more, but Datho managing to secure that save.
Oh.
But the pressure still looming, danger still at large, and Hazard has scored the second goal. Jeez, what a turnaround of events.
Yeah, off the crossbar, tricked the defender out there. Yeah, all because of that first play of Ellie, wasn't it? She was shooting it straight down there, bring the defender out. The clear went straight back, of course, into their glove box, and then they seize that opportunity again with firing in all cylinders to give themselves a 2-goal advantage in this one.
Yeah, that's it. Right now, Hypnos all the way up into the sky. That boost was certainly firing there. Caramello firing into the sidewall. Fired shot! Datho can't reach it though. Ellie Kitten well dealt with there. For now, possession for Itzcoatzel. but giving away Caramello. Zero boost, can't really make much of an impact with that one, so Hazard's just going to try and boom it all the way to the back corner. Ellie Kitten with a nice follow up on the front post, but Datho with another save. Caramello can't even Caramello away because Hypnos is there. But no, the play breaks down and it's Nick on the ball once again, Biggles. Oh my goodness!
Took a defender out there too of the demo. We'll see how that's going to pan out as you're getting the possession. Here's Carmelo. Broken up play. Everybody's kind of just charging at it too for now, like a little bit of a desperation Game 7 scenario at a best of
Exactly.
at a best of sevens, but it's not, of course. You have to just win a game at a time. And this one, great
Oh my
passing play.
goodness!
Bang! There's Nick. I call him Nick anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was Nick when I was doing my homework.
Okay.
And well, that was absolutely clean double tap right there. Calculated. Damn.
Seems like it's going to be a close match, if not even go into OT in the first one. We still have just shy of 2 minutes on the clock to go. Everybody's charging for that one.
Shot.
Let's go leave an open net there. Ooh. I think Hypnosis got a touch on that one, but there's Datho. And back again. They now take the advantage for the Tantos team. The
Yep.
golden goat of Datho. His name, I swear.
Yeah, the golden goal indeed for Thanatos, for Mighty Hades, who right now, after just trailing by a goal, after being up by a goal, they're up again. And we're only in game 1. We have a whole night's worth of exciting Rocket League here for you guys. I want to know what you guys think in the chat right now. Going by just game 1. Forget everything we were talking about. Who do you guys... Oh my goodness, wait a minute! The redirect! Oh, the crossbar! How many saves has the crossbar got? Let's look on the leaderboard. Oh wait.
Crossbar will be the golden defender for sure. And look at that. Some of the missed opportunities here. You'd have to say for the teams that you don't want to be missing that. Charging at 1,000,000 miles an hour, I believe it. Yeah, we'll see how it pans out. It could be. Well, we're going to see. You got to hypnotize the team there, Hypnos. Send them into a spell. Well, the spell's been casted, hasn't it? It's been reversed down the other end. So there's Carmelo. Getting it all done.
Absolutely right, Biggles, mate. This is Wizard League.
But you see, because Carmelo was bringing the ball down, but the crucial demo to take out the defender was the key to that perfect play for them.
And it's you know, the good old disappearing trick, make your opponent's defense disappear, and you know that's exactly what Thanatos did there. It's caught, so 20 seconds and under. Don't have much time. Game 1 was looking good, but it's starting to slip away a little bit here. Nick there, great clear out to the side. Has going to pick it up. Well, we're seeing another special goal here coming in. Ellie Kitten, good shot, good follow up, but good save from Caramello. Hypno's trying to go one more. 0 seconds, will it stay up? No. Backed out of the play, let the ball drop, regain for game 2 as coach. So, because right now, Thanatos looking strong here, and game 1.
Thanatos have come back there nice and strong exactly against its Cultal, and they did what they needed to do. Working together as a team. Their stats are always pretty much even, as you see in these series. There's like you see field domination. That's not much of a switch there between it. But the shots, the saves, it's going to have to be all panic. Those demos started to really heat up towards the end. That's something you can see on that column, isn't it? Like a lot more demos started to occur, but they occurred so that crucially the demos at the right place at the right time is when you need to risk those demos. Otherwise, you're just losing some time for your players. Now, game 1's in the books. How about the game 2? That'll be the interesting one.
Yep, you're absolutely right. You know, Thanatos, like I was saying for my prediction, I don't want to, you know, jinx myself and jinx Thanatos, but Mighty Hades were looking good for my prediction tonight.
You got to get one right every once in a while, mate. So I'm not quite sure what your stats are. Just to let everybody know as well, too. Our own little competition that we have as commentators, so we have little bragging rights at the end of the season to see who wins the most amount of correct predictions. I don't think anybody's going to get 100%. I'll see if it gets up into the 80s or whatever. But we will go to the Forbidden Temple, and we will definitely go to a game 2. Now, how is things going to pan out? Are the teams going to look at trying some different strategies? Are they getting a little bit warmed up now? And all the cobwebs are out of the cars. We'll find out game 2.
Yeah, that's it. I hope they've fueled up there during that small break we just had before game 2. Because right now, Nick is popping off the anti-lag coming out the back of the car. Oh my days. Nick is up once again and just secured that one first time this time. No double tap needed here, but you know what? The first goal's needed, and it's only 8 seconds in, Biggles.
Yeah, pick it off where they left off, wasn't it? Continuing that momentum flow. That is working for him. And at the moment, if they can continue momentum flow here, there's Nick again. But it's a great clear. It's going to force Carmelo have to go all the way back because it was shot almost on net there. There's another demo, so we know that the elbows are getting out here at the moment. It's turning into a rugby Rocket League match at this point soon.
Yep, going to be a scrum in the middle of the field in a minute. Oh my goodness. Nick there with a clutch save just in time. But wait a minute, second shot coming in from Hazard. Nick's managing to get that one. Oh my goodness, a 1v1. Tries to go for the crazy flare play, but it just hasn't worked out. And Hypnos and Issakoto, they'll be looking now to try and flip that pressure back. Just as you were saying, we're in game 2 here of Series 2 of the night, folks. Thanatos have just won the first game if you're just joining us. And Issakoto right now with a fight to the midfield, with a fight to save everything they can from Thanatos' attack. Now Datho can't quite reach that one. Ellie-Kitten gonna have full boost and a bit of time to deal with that one, but not without the cut inside from Nick and Caramello. Nothing spilling from that one. Play breaking down. Hazard through on goal! And the counter attack. You can't just leave the net open. Great pressure from Hazard there. Up and over the defender. Send that defender to the shops with a list. Come back for it later and go and put the ball in the net.
as Rika Ashley would say, never going to give it up. Hey, but the big problem I saw on that play as well too is that they only had one player up to commit for the offense, and the other 2 players were a little bit back court there. And then they realized, hey, we'll charge up. At that point, when they did realize to charge up, it left the door open and they got burgled down the other end. So they're going to have to think about that in the next time strategy. I think they would have had at least 2 up there for committing. That's where they failed in that one. But then again, you know, how many times you won't make mistakes twice or 3 times generally in this level of Rocket League. So we'll see how it pans out for him. There's Carmelo back at the moment as Hazard passed it straight to Carmelo, not realizing, hey, he's not on your team. They pass it to him. Seems easier, isn't it, up here in the casting booth, but it's difficult down there when you're driving these vehicles.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You know, I can just imagine comms going crazy in this match as balls are being passed and left, you know, everywhere all on the field. Hypnos there trying another one, but it's just not worked out. So Nick's going to try that redirect pass to Datho. Oh my goodness! Absolute wizardry on the field, Biggles. Just like you said, that redirect was insane.
And if you have all 3 players involved in an executed play to get a goal, that goes to show you how well your team is firing in all cylinders.
Hazard, big clear from the backboard. Nice follow-up as well. Hazard's really been showing off this match, you know, individual mechanics. And, you know, we've seen some good plays, some good passing plays as well. But it's a very much, as we seen at the start of the game, everyone just flying towards it fast and as quick as they can. And Nick there, 1v3. Hazard just having to force up to that save. Ellie-Kitten can't quite push it past the front post as well. There's too much power on that shot coming from Nick. Smashed into the back of the net. And my goodness, Might of Hades, Thanatos looking strong right now. It's Koto. You guys need a reply if you want to win this series. Now, Ellie-Kitten.
Yeah, we have an emergency, not really an emergency, but Nick, as you mentioned, yeah. They say Nick at night. Well, Nick's come alive at night, hasn't he? Especially in this Rocket League tournament. Nick getting it done on those 3 defenders brilliantly, and they're still getting a little bit of ball control momentum at the moment. Hazard's need to break the play. He has, but Nick's here. Nick versus Hazard. Nick gets the win off that one. Goes back to Ellie-Kitten. The demo goes to Carmelo. Could he get it all by himself? He does. Carmelo. scores, gives them a 3 insurance lead in game 2.
Yep, fantastic goal there. And again, the bumps, the demolitions coming into play like fruit from the tree here. One by one, the players fall. And the goal is so easily scored right there for them. But it's Koto now. What are they going to do to try and turn this around? If they want this series win, they've only got 1 minute and 20 seconds to start scoring goals. Early kit in there, another attack. However, unsuccessful. Thanatos defense right now holding out.
Got to get these passing plays, exactly. They got to get these clears back. So you got to get, at the moment, the ball domination, the ball control, and stop the plays. At the moment, they're not. The ball is completely dominated at the moment there from Thanatos. So yes, that's what they need to do. They need to shut Thanatos touching the ball at the moment, and they may have an opportunity. But with 47 seconds to go, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be enough time. But they're putting the pressure on. Look at this, double shot, triple shot, bang! And Hypnosis has done it for them.
You absolutely smashed that pronunciation there, mate. Got it. And Hypnosis absolutely smashed that one in the bottom right corner of the net. Fantastic play. 42 seconds left. That's all I want to say. But oh my goodness, dramatic scenes here at Forbidden Temple. And just like that, when you think the comeback might be on, 2 players miss kickoff, and Caramello will put that one away.
They're going to have to go scrutiny that car a little bit later. What a start. You know, I cast a lot of esports motor racing. I haven't seen a start like that before. Of course, jumping off the line there and catching everybody else napping and take that opportunity to get that 0-second goal, essentially, which is perfectly fine. Still gives them a bit of an insurance goal. It's 3 now at the moment. And all that does is just stick a little bit of a dagger, doesn't it, in your spirits of winning this game if you're the opposite team. It's a cruel word to use. Dagger, I'll just say that. A little prick.
Only a few seconds left in this game. We know the fate. Oh my goodness! Before we even know that, Caramello's just went away there from Dafo's pass and scored a lovely double tap. Just Dafo now that needs to score one, and the whole team will have scored a double tap goal.
True. Well, there's a possibility you're going to get it done for the next 2 games, but there it is. So Thanatos have flipped the coin and won this game. Game 2, they've won 2 in a row, as you'd mentioned. This one a little bit more in a dominating fashion too. So we're going to see how that pans out. I'll tell you what, mate, for a team that, as I said, they've got to give it everything, don't they? Because they're essentially last right now in the standings, but they're playing like they're first in the standings.
Yep, absolutely solid performance from them so far here over these 2 games. And you know, not to discredit his coach as well, you know, I think they've been doing really, really well, but Thanatos have just managed to step it up a little level extra right here. But, you know, it's only first 2 games that have been played, and as I was just about to lead on to there, we now know the fate of the win for its Koto. It's, you know, they've lost 2 games, so that's not possible. But you know, the whole season isn't determined by, you know, wins in the series. The whole season is determined by game wins, and there's still 2 huge games left to play here for its Koto. And I think that, you know, game 3 and game 4 could be very different, despite what my initial prediction was.
And absolutely, and on top of it, you know what I mean? Like, your regular season's one thing, but if you can get yourself into the playoffs, that's another thing. And it's not how you finish. It's not how you start, but how you finish is the key and important. So if you get off in a slow season, you're not doing so well, but you finish absolutely strong and get into the playoffs, every single team that gets into those playoffs is very much capable of winning it. And so even with shocks and upsets, of course, as you've seen that before. Number 1 team, like, you know, they expect them to go through and beat everybody. No, all of a sudden you have this team that just scrapes into the playoffs and then all of a sudden knocks out the top seed. We've seen it before, and that's all you have to believe as a team. And they certainly are at the moment. And, you know, as much as my predictions are, you know, on the tie column, I think yours might be coming true. We'll see about that if Haz can deny that for now. great play. What happened? Yeah. So,
You know what? I love that underdog story. And Friday says as well, we have an appearance from Friday, who I believe as well earlier was our #1 player for Zero Boost Time. We have them on the field. You've got your #1 for Zero Boost Time caster in the commentary booth. This should be an interesting game for Boost Stats. Now, Nick taking that all the way up and over Friday. Of course, Friday probably been in free play for a little bit, trying to get warmed up. Early Kitten has subbed off for its Kotal. Right now, they are 1-0 up. And like I was saying, we're looking like a very different Game 3 and Game 4 right now. And I think this is the beautiful part of having subs available for at your disposal. Oh my goodness, a devastating play almost coming in from Caramello there. But, you know, it's broken down, flipped up the other side of the field. Hazza almost got that redirect shot. But Nick with another nasty boom up to the other side of the field. And nasty Nick there with a demo.
subs, as you said, are actually a very smart play, because, you know, the more players you have on the team there with your subs is better, because you might find that hey, you know, I think your sub might be a little stronger in aggression play or defensive play against certain teams, or not. So, and of course, we all have regular lives and things to do as well too. Here comes Friday, says at the moment, bringing it down the other end. So yeah, that's just what it's about, isn't it? Like sometimes just getting the right people at the right time, just like in real sports, you know, you sub in players that may be able to help you when you need to help, and that perhaps at the moment is helping them, because now has scored twice. And now they are shutting down a little bit of the Thanatos team.
Yeah, that Thanatos momentum, that Thanatos that was closing in and looking to kill this game has seen a little bit of light here from Friday, and it's Kotal, and oh my goodness, Friday almost popping through to say hello. Don't forget, this is Friday night RSC live right now for you folks, and we hope you are enjoying it. One last time, I would like to ask everybody, what do you think now that we're here in Game 3, now that you've seen his Kotal score a couple of goals, who do you think is going to win this Hypnos? Oh my goodness, the pass from Friday, oh my goodness, all the way up to come all the way down, and that's how Friday plays, everybody.
And Friday's doing it with 0 boosts.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at that boost card, I don't see Friday use any of it. You have to clarify that one. That's straight on the goal there. Ooh. Dato had to get to that. Had to get to it. But look at that. Shots are fired back on the other end. They got to get it clear. Where's Carmelo? Where's Carmelo's magic that him and Nick that they were bringing together as a team? That's kind of all been. Well, again, I spoke too soon, maybe. No. They're getting shut down somewhere. Look at that. Demo's coming out thick and fast. Getting rid of Carmelo right on cue.
Yeah, those physicalities, as you were pointing out there, and the post-game stats. You know, the game's starting to heat up. You know, it's very hot here. Oh, where I am, Scotland and the UK, I can imagine a large part of Europe is going to be like that right now. I can imagine a large amount of these players that we have seen play tonight will be feeling the heat, feeling the pressure. And I know right now Thanatos is feeling the heat. They're feeling the pressure right now of Azteca as Kotal. But Nick managing to hold this off until Hazza places it into the penalty box. It was going to be a clean pick-up for Nick, but the demolition sets up Friday, leaves it. Teammate Hypnos follows up his backboard again. Hazza with the touchdown. I can't believe my eyes. I thought that was going to be 4-0.
But they're applying the pressure, you see. They're still getting this ball when the clear's back, and they're still, what they're doing, of course, is ultimately denying the other team from even possibly scoring goals. So they're doing everything they possibly can. They probably want to get a few more here, but the main point is that they're at the right place at the right time, and there you go. You were not under a magic spell. They did score that one, 4.0. Well, there it is. Hypnos has got tucked. Well, the team's got 4 goals, my friend. You've got 4.0 on your name. Still 4 big smiles on your face, perhaps.
You're absolutely right, and that's 5 now because you added 1 to mine. And my goodness, oh my goodness, Caramello did them dirty. Oh my goodness.
Could this be a now an opportunity for them to switch back here and just fire and every single one. Pull the Gatling gun out there and just go, 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 go. That's what you need to do. See, they're not giving up. They've just been shut down for a little bit, haven't they? But then again, you know, you can't keep an angry lion quiet for too long.
Yeah, that's it. And just as I was saying at the start of the series, who's going to be the team that's pinned in that corner with no boost? You know, for a large part of this game, it's been Thanatos who's been pinned in this corner for this game. But you know, for a large part of this series, it's been his Kotso who's been pinned in the corner. But right now, they're not pinned down anywhere as Friday sets up a clean backboard pass for Hazard just to pick up and just place into the net. Very composed shot, still made it difficult for any defender who would have possibly made it in there in time. But you know what? They were never making it. There was too much power. There was too much it's Kotso. And right now there could be one more coming your way. It's Hypnos.
What has just happened to this team?
My
Look at that. Hasn't
goodness.
chased it down. Like, hasn't got the passing play there. Hypnos is going to clean it up there, straight down the middle. 10-second goal almost takes that one. What is going on? This has just flipped itself upside down, my friend. You're probably going, am I casting in Australia right now? I'm turning my screen upside down. No, it is not. It's just a completely different team coming out of the ball game since that sub. And you got to remember too, Friday's not picking up any of these very often. Very often, just picked up a couple before, but just running around like a man on fire.
Yeah, well that's it, you know, they hold that #1 for zero boost and proving that they don't need it here, you know. Boost is just a myth, everyone. Oh my goodness, the link up play! Oh, that would have been some consolation, wouldn't it? Scoring a goal like that on 0 seconds. My goodness.
It's goal. I call it it's goal right now because I got 6 of them. It's goalie, and then Hazard on fire in that one rampage there, as well as Hypnos. They just came out of there, and you got to remember, Friday Says not one pointing it in the back of the net, but the Friday Says was the one giving all those assists and saves, helping them out behind the scenes. And what's happened to Thanatos? They got to come out of this one, just completely erase that from your memory, maybe get hypnotized that did not exist, and then approach the next game in a different attitude, because they still have that opportunity to make your prediction come true there, Smokey Bear.
Yeah, well that's true. I did say 3-1, but you know what? If I could, I would switch. I would switch. This draw is looking good right now. No. No switching allowed. No switching allowed. You know, but the series has certainly switched up in terms of drama and emotion. You know, we went from Thanatos running this game to Kotso running that game 3. And, well, here we go for the last time between these two teams tonight. Who is going to take game number 4? Here we are in Beckwith Park. Such a beautiful place, eh?
It is. It is, absolutely. And nighttime, of course, so if you look at the Milky Way galaxy, see where your star sign is at the moment. Will it be which sign that you want to be on? And well, Thanatos need to be aligning all their stars with the right telescope. And all I'm running out of puns on that one, but anyway, I think they got it. They basically got to launch this one from the into outer space at the right thing. Get a couple of goals early there, so that they can at least manage the pressure that you just felt here from the It's Goals team. Now I'm calling them.
Yeah, I'm liking that. It's goals and you know, Thanatos, they're feeling the pressure initially straight away here in this game. Friday and Hypnos there linking up, as we've seen a lot of there in game 3. And you know, I'm just wondering, as you say, which one of these teams is going to find that infield pass and find that crazy goal. This could be one coming right now. Oh, but it goes past the post. And what I was about to say is, who's going to be the first one to shoot the ball to the moon?
It was almost Carmelo because he applied the pressure on. This is dangerous area. And there's Darthol. He is there, and look at that pressure was brilliant. The Golden Goat, of course, doing the golden job there, tricking 2, not 1, not 2. Actually, that was all bring up by Nick, wasn't it? Doing Nick's magic there, taking out defenders, and then, of course, he's like, Darth, send it home. Send it to the moon, my friend. That's what we need to be rocking right now.
Yeah, that's right. This is Rocket League. And oh, Nasty Nick has been demolished. I wonder, oh my goodness, everyone's starting to get nasty on the field. Everyone wants to get these physical plays involved. Caramelo wants to take this down to the corner. Oh, misses the connection. Nice recovery play though. It's going to drop all the way into the middle. Hypnos here. Oh, trying to get that double touch away. Good shot. Friday up there. Only 15 boosts left in the tank. A teammate is going to have to take over. Hazza took over well, actually. Carried that all the way to the other side of the field. But boom, just like a game of hot potato. Here we are. Everyone just smacking the ball as hard as they can right now, Biggles.
Yeah, don't touch the ball. It's hot. And it's hot with a bit of Rocket League action here for RSC EU. This is the one more game, of course, too. So if you're not hot enough at the moment, don't forget there's another match coming up after this for your Friday night entertainment. Let's see if Friday is going to say, can I score? No, it's been broken up, but of course, Haz is dangerous. They got to clear here. Carmelo has to try to get that passing play to Dathro, which he has bounced off there, but then cleared to Friday. Actually, rebounded back 50s in the midfield. Nick's back. Nick's probably the only defender back there. So there's somebody else charging up for Daft there. Friday sending it off in there. Ooh, they're under a little bit of pressure here. They need to hold off this while they have that 1-goal advantage. They need to hold off this massive attack that's being applied on them tooth and nail.
Oh my goodness, some collision there on the back post. Both cars just getting involved with each other. Hazza here getting involved with the ceiling. Nick getting involved with the play, getting 2 or 3 touches there. But Friday, your Friday night hero for his console. Or will they be down one more game? But Hazza here, keeping that one up. Hypnos goes up, and Caramelo and Thanatos right now holding out strong. Less than 2 minutes are left on the clock. We need one of those Friday night impacts. Who's it going to be? Nick there. Oh my goodness, smashes the post. Woodwork still shaking. Right now it's Hypnos going up to the other side. Caramelo just getting there in time. My goodness, it's end-to-end action here. Neck to neck.
That's dangerous.
Oh!
Yeah. It's all about the clears, isn't it? It's all about trying to get that perfect clear at the perfect time. And look at that, Carmelo tried to slow the ball down, bring it up, and then Hypnos just charged at it and got the win in the tackle, essentially, if it was football as a tackle. And now they tackle themselves into this one. But they weren't dominating like they were in game 3. So there's still very much a possibility for your prediction to come through and see whether or not Thanatos can get 3 on the column of the series. That's what they want. You don't want to go to a tie, do you, after playing so well?
Yeah, that's just that. You know, getting that draw is devastating when you've just won the first 2 games, and right now Thanatos having to hold that off. And I'm loving the commitment from the players as well. You know, everyone's just in a fight right now. This is your demolition derby. Like, they don't even care about the scoreline. Just let it go to overtime so we can get more demos on the leaderboards. My goodness, everyone feeling feisty, everyone feeling up for it, fighting with heart, spirit, stole, everything you can think of and imagine, probably more than I can think of right now, as my eyes are glued to this action. Nick there being glued to that ball as it comes off the sidewall. Caramel looking a bit glued onto that wall there. It's looking a bit dangerous right now for Thanatos to have to pull this one out the bag, try and get that pressure away from their net and into that Itzcoatl defence. But right now Itzcoatl, they're going to be desperate. Oh my goodness, they did it!
I was just wondering what was happening with its goals before, because they had a golden opportunity, I think, to try to slam it home. They just backed off a little bit. As you said, maybe they're looking at bringing to an OT. And that may have backfired a little bit, because it could have brought the fact that Thanatos now have an opportunity to steal this series. And look at this. This could be an opportunity for a final nail in the coffin for the team, and they have done it. That's Nick, and that's Garth. It's going to be not impossible, but there's 7 seconds to go.
Oh.
My predictions may be out the window, but yours may very much be coming true, my friend.
You're absolutely right, and as well as that, I also was waiting for Dathro to score that, because remember, Dathro was the only person in the team not to score a double tap. They got a double tap. Could convert it. Oh my goodness, Nick hits it up to the sidewall. Hazza keeping it up here. Nick keeping it up. This is it, rule number 0, keep the ball up. Oh, it's dropped to the floor, and just like that, that is your series number 2, folks. Thanatos and Smoky Bill's prediction taking that dub 3 games to 1. What a series, Pickles. My goodness.
Was, and Datho just missed out, didn't he? But he was the enforcer, I believe, in the team there, doing a lot of that work behind the scenes. And that's what it is, win and lose together as a team. Those stats we're going to show you at the moment on the screen. Fantastic new graphics course. This is presented for the third time now. Night day. It's been brilliant, hasn't it, Smokey? I know how excited you are for this one, mate. I was pumped up. You were pumped up more than the players were. And, I'd got your prediction right. And it's obviously very good there for Thanatos, isn't it? Because they're last in this standings, right? So how much of a nice boost is going to go into the rest of the season here, knowing, hey, we can bring it to all the teams.
Yeah, that's just it, and I also just found out as well that Nick was just signed to that Thanatos roster. So they're literally a brand new lineup essentially as well, and they've just went in and
So
smashed
that's the
that
second
first
time
game.
now, because we've seen that actually just in this week.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of new rosters. I guess that's what teams are doing, aren't they? That are down in the little bit more win columns than they need. Too many of the losses. Now they're just switching a roof there for a roster for a late charge in the season. Love it. That's a great attitude, and of course, is bringing us some absolutely fantastic Rocket League action. It also just means that, even if you're a team that's, perhaps you're up in the first, second, or third, or whatever in each of your standings and divisions, doesn't mean that if you're playing the last place team or whatever, that it's going to be an easy peasy fight. Because so far we've seen it's not. There's no easy rollover teams to beat at this point in the in this season.
No, that's it. Everyone wants to make play-ins, and everyone wants to make those playoffs. If you can get those playoffs on stream, make it all the way there. We just seen it in ERS a few weeks ago. There was so many teams were fighting so hard, and that's everyone's goal. Make it there and then win. What a great goal to have, It's also a personal goal for myself within Prospect.
If you can make it here, you can make it everywhere, just as Carmelo made the series MVP. So,
Yep.
yes.
Well
And
done,
once again,
Carmelo.
series MVPs always come down to the overall stats, assisting when you need to be, saving when you need to, demo when you need to, shots and goals. Well, demo is not so much as in, but it all pays off at the right point. And definitely I'd agree with that one. And what we'd have to agree with is that this is fantastic Rocket League action. Of course, our fantastic producer, B-Shakes, doing all that fantastic work tonight. And still got more to go there, Smokey. It's been an absolute pleasure casting with you, my friend. And I'll have to depart everybody here, but enjoying the next match.
Yeah, well, that's just it, Well, that's my last 2 casts. Been with yourself, Biggles. We've got the amazing Jasper coming up as well. Me and Jasper's going to be doing Challenger, Ignis Conference, Pardist versus, and I'm hoping to get this right. The Biggles Butcher here. I'm gonna take this title. And also, please correct me in chat if I'm wrong. Capactly or Chapactly. I'm gonna go with those two. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, you're absolutely right. What a fantastic series that just was. I'm quite happy about my prediction being correct as well. That's always an added bonus for myself in the commentary booth. And of course, we have more action coming up for you. But yeah, Biggles, any last words?
Have a good night, everybody, and continue to enjoy. And sign up if you're not even a part of this.
Yep.
Series for sure, because it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and improving. Those graphics are just an indication of what's to come, isn't it, for RSC EU? So good night, everybody.
Yeah, that's it. So many more good things coming, and of course we'll be back with our last series.
You turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're shining for the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. take your socks and shoes right off. That natural light is so damn polite, can make you feel just like you were young again. Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild. Underneath the rows of trees, I will see where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. Just shining forward, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. Shining forward, the wind is cold. You must return to the
Catch that hope.
love the way that you're driving me crazy, and you don't even wear makeup. Oh, hey, can I stay the night? Oh, hey, and I'll be down for life. Oh, hey, keep you by my side. Oh, hey, I will always do you right. I just want you, don't want nobody else, don't want nobody else but you. I just want you, don't want nobody else, don't want nobody else but you. For you, for you, for you, for you,
It's the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who you think you are?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another League Play series. Once again, I am Jasper, and I am back, and with me is the fabulous Smoky Bear. How are you today?
Hello everybody, I'm doing okay today, thank you for asking. And you know what? The highlight of my night so far has been these RSC games. My goodness, game 1, full of drama. Game 2, full of drama. That was 3-1 Might of Hades Thanatos versus Aztec at its Coatso. And geez, you got a wee break for that one, and I'm sure you'll be glad.
Definitely. Watching it from the sidelines, it was really intense. A very good series. But Pardus versus I can't say it. I still can't say it. These names are way too confusing for me.
It's Sapatli. I got corrected in chat by, I think it was Vector. Thank you for the correction.
I cannot. It's very confusing to me, but very close game. Should we really quickly take a look at the standings and at the stats of these two teams? Team stats, Pardus, Sapatli. We have got 5th versus 9th, two teams that are clawing their way. You know, both of these teams have a chance of making play-ins and playoffs respectively. And it's going to be very close just looking at them. Long way to go for Sapatli, though.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of work to be done there, you know. 31 games to 15, it's, you know, it's double what they did. But we just watched here, it's interesting how the league pans out over the course of the weeks, and you know, at any point any team can just choose to absolutely obliterate their opponents. And you know, right now Pardus, they're looking better on paper, aren't they, Jasper?
100% on paper they are, but this is the RSC, and we have seen many upsets here, and you know, maybe that's what we'll see today.
Yeah, well, that's just it, you know. And we've got Quarentra there, captain of Panthera Pardus. They're number 9 for goals. And on the flip side of that, Kincaid from Azteca Sapatli has number 3 for goal participation. So we know there are monsters on these teams available. There is a massive amount of arsenal, you know, and a massive amount of force that these teams can use at each other. But who is going to be the first team to make that impact? Shall we do predictions?
Oh, I think we should. And for me, I don't want to be boring. But I think it's going to be 3-1 Pardus. Just looking at the stats, looking at the fact that number 9 goals for Quarentra, number 2 for demos, and number 3 for MVPs for Shiny. It looks like it's going to be 3-1 Pardus to me. What about you, Smokey?
Yeah, that's it. Do you know, I love an underdog story, and that's why I chose Thanatos in that last series. Little did I know they were going to be real life nightmares for Azteca at its core. So you know what? Azteca, they suffered the loss in the last game, but they have another roster coming out to play tonight in Sapatli, and I think that they're going to take this 3-1. I was going to go for that 4-0, but you know what? I'm going to go for 3-1. 3-1 seems to be the kind of, that medium safe.
Honestly, I think that's smart. Both of us, opposite ends of the spectrum, and just looking and just waiting to get everyone in, waiting for a team to join the lobby now. And honestly, I think we're in for a real treat of a series.
Yeah, this series, as these players, as you were already mentioning just before the game started, they're looking hungry. They're raring and ready to go. And you know, as soon as we get all of these wheels on the field, I think there's going to be a few axles broken. And don't forget, everybody, we are here in Challenger tier. We are here in the Ignis Conference, and just as we're mentioning, Paldis are 5th, and Sapatli are 9th.
Yes, they are. Just while we wait for a team to join, can we, in the background, the Magic Man B-Shake, can we get a look at the league standings for Challenger, if that's possible? Just, we do not have them. Big. Unfortunately, we don't have standings. Unfortunate. But, yeah, honestly, I have a feeling, a tiny feeling that it's either going to be a massive upset or it's going to be, well, I'm hoping for my prediction, but I would love an upset. I'm not going to lie. Smokey, I would love to see an underdog upset.
And you know, I think we can all share together as an underdog story, because you know, you see it in many movies, or you hear it in songs, or you know, you get these stories of these players here in Rocket League who, as I was saying, are rocking and raring and ready to go. And their dream right now of Azteca Sapatli, their dream is to get this game 4-0. Will that be the scoreline that we see? Or will Panthera Paldis make this initial impact and hold off strong?
You know, there's a lot of pressure coming into this game. I forgot to mention, but on the side of Paldis, Quarentra, Challenger champion of last season, coming up against that must be scary, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get too intimidated by your opponents, and work with your teammates as much as possible, but it can get in your head quite easily. Nature here, trying to pop that one off, tries to get that pass and play off the backboard, but it didn't quite work out here. And initially, the players are looking to be eyeing each other up here, Jasper. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. They're definitely eyeing each other up, definitely having a look. Just trying to figure out the play and figure out what they can do. Just a little bit of research, and both teams actually have a champion from last season. We've got Nature Gaming, you know, Prospect Challenger from last season, and an All-Star. So hopefully this game can shape up to be as close as we'd like. A minute in, no real goals have gone in. We've got JWBS on the board, getting cut off by Nature. Nature going for a double, but gets bumped away, and it's Ped to open up the scoreline. 1-0 to Sipalti. Oh, I probably botched that one again.
Well, I mean, you know what? That was a fantastic play there. Nature and Ped linking up. And that's just what you need in game one. You know, you want to get that first impact and put that in the back of the net. Nature there just had to take the time a little bit, put that one in the middle of the net. Nice free goal there. Great kickoff. Unfortunate touch there from JWB. You know, another player that we've casted over, sorry, that I've casted over before here in RSC. So some familiar names here on the field, and I wonder if any unfamiliar, oh my goodness, moments are going to happen. And you know, maybe as the first couple of goals have gone in, it's a bit of an unfamiliar start for Paldis, who are 5th in the league, and Sapatli are 9th. But you know, right now, underdog story, it's selling good. This is Hollywood.
Definitely, but let's not get too ambitious. Still 3.5 minutes, still enough time to come back into this game. It just currently looks like this team of Pardus aren't mixing well. It doesn't really look like they've played much together at the moment. They're not being coherent enough. They're not being clinical in their rotations, and it's definitely not going well for them as it's just being a dominant side from Sipatley. It's just not going the way they want. Ped clearing that ball away. Mia now clearing the ball. Yes, Sakuri has to get the save. Does so, but now Ped now challenging JWBS with a 50. Nature driving it downfield. Nobody in defense. Korencha having to speed back to get it, getting it past Nature again. And we are now looking nearly into the halfway point, nearly into a bit more of a danger zone and a bit more of a panic zone for Pardus, because they're not really getting let out of their half, are they, Smokey?
No, not really right now. They're being pushed back and pinned down. Nature! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be in, but you know what? They're held out right now. JWB, who I'm also just finding out from, Mox in the chat, only got signed this week as well. Don't you love to see it? But my goodness, right now, Ped on the scoreboard once more. Nature as well, and Ped linking up beautifully here on the front post. Ped there, I think that's a Santa hat, delivering goals for Christmas. I know it's summer,
Definitely, it's just a dominant side. This is kind of what we saw on a game that was played on Thursday, and it was a different tier, but it's the same storyline, it's the same narrative, it's absolutely dominant. Ball dangerously dropping in front of their net, but Korencha is the one to get it out. That's JWBS now going for a shot. Doesn't happen. Mia back into the middle. Nobody jumping. So much open space. No man's land is definitely being used a lot this game as that goes back to Ped. That's a shot. Lovely save. Now in the corner, scuffle in the corner to the middle. Korencha clearing it out. 1.5 minutes left, and this is so dominant. I am watching just a landslide of a gameplay, and you know, maybe you were right to pick the underdogs. Maybe that was the better pick, because right now, what a touch is it? Oh, Nature has hit the post, but it's Sakuri is the one to clean up, and now there's a goal for each player and an assist for each player on the storyboard.
Yeah, Sipatley there. They've done really, really well here coming out of game one. My goodness. That's like 11 shots they've had on target. My controller keeps dying, so the scoreboard keep disappearing. But you know, they are piling on the pressure right now. All players making an impact. All players with a bit of goal participation. Ped now coming down from the ceiling. Tries to lay it off. Also, that was not a Santa hat. I'm just seeing that now. It's the new Grand Champion Halo. But it looked like one. Oh my goodness. And from nowhere, RKO Korencha has just boomed that in.
What a shot. And what a slot. A shot, a slot. That's what you want to see from the team that's fifth. That's what you want to see from the team that probably wants this win, you know, a lot more. Because this could definitely secure their chance of getting playoffs this season. That's JWBS, that's on the backboard, and that's Mia to clean up. Do not tell me we're about to see a comeback. Surely not.
I mean, you know what? 5 seconds is a long time in Rocket League, especially when you're watching all of these goals, watching your momentum fade in front of your eyes. Here goes Shiny Mia, but can't do much with this. It's Nature. Oh my goodness, crazy musty flick to continue that to the back wall. Almost double commit there, but there's one player who's held back for that defense, and it's Ped. Kept the pressure on for now, but the infield pass to the back post. Your brand new signing, JWB, making an impact here on this game one. 30 seconds left to tick.
Sipatley, they are getting nervous now. They are panicking a lot more. They're making mistakes that they shouldn't be making, that they weren't making this far into the series. That's a Sakuri trying to go for a ceiling shot. That ball is dropping. JWBS going for the double shot. JWBS What a double touch! Oh my word!
That was absolutely magical. Boom! Oh my goodness! Out of nowhere! 19 seconds! There's only been like 20 seconds from that first goal. My goodness! Here goes Quarentra up! Gets the hell away on the front post! Great save there from Ped. My goodness, right now, there's only 5 seconds by the time I get this one now. JWP going all the way up from the ceiling trying to find that link up play. 1 second to go. Oh, what a save from Ped.
Regulation time and the ball drops in a shit. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's Sapatli taking the game. I did not expect that after we saw 4 goals in such short time. That was such an intense end to the game. I can't believe it. Looking at the score. Oh my god.
I'm lost right now. Yeah. Pardis there. They were looking so good towards the end. Tiny me, they're getting 4 saves. I mean, just absolutely top comeback there. But close, but no cigar. Now, if it's anything, it's consolation, isn't it? There's a lot of goals to come back from.
That was indeed a lot of goals, and they managed 4 of the 5. Just makes you wonder, now that their engines are burning and their engines are fired up, what will we see? Sapatli just barely held on. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a landslide from here on.
Well, Pardis, took them a minute, didn't it? You know, they weren't looking too strong at first, as you were saying. There was nothing really connecting with each other. They couldn't really find the plays, but well, as we got to the end of that first game there, my goodness, they were finding the connections. My goodness, they were finding the plays. Game number 2, kickoff number 1. Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
Oh, you go, sorry.
Sorry, my bad. Oh my god!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And someone's bad in defense there as well, unfortunately. Oh, it was a good pass into the middle actually from Shiny Mia. The play out from defense wasn't actually too bad. Played it into the corner, tried to play it into a safe position, but no one available to just jump round the back post and clean that one up, Jasper.
It's crazy. That was in. That's such a good goal to start off. Gives confidence, and like I said, you know, now their fires are burning and they're warmed up. I will expect to see more, you know. Just link ups here, there, good pushes. That's Mia with a shot, just a little pea shooter towards the net that gets saved away. But you know, every shot counts because that puts more pressure on, that builds up the pressure. And now Nature clearing that ball away. Quarentra now on the backboard, getting challenged, but a lovely clear away. And Smokey, I'm gonna ask you this question that you might hear a lot from me, but this game, who do you think's gonna take it?
Oh, well, you know, 1-0 up for Pardis right now, and with that consolation they had there, I'm going to go for this game, Pardis.
I like that sound a lot, because that keeps my prediction alive. That keeps the dream here. That keeps my hope there. And, you know, just maybe we'll see it happen. As Mia, boom, backboard is Sakurai, not there. Nice scruffle, clear away, double commit. JWBS, what a touch downfield. Definitely ramping up. A lovely touch to dunk. Touch out to the middle. That's Quarentra. Oh! And that's a Sakuri with a whiff.
What? See that replay again. My goodness, I can't believe it. A very unfortunate, was it a power slide or a turn? One of the two has just stepped the direction of the player away from the ball and left that face of the goal open there. And that's 2-0 now for Pardis, and you're right, Pardis looking good, your prediction looking good here.
Oh, my prediction.
Having to play that up back from the sidewall, Quarentra as well. My goodness, that is a risky back pass but the team's chemistry and synergy has held it together. And of course that cushion from the 2-0 lead, but look at the physicality coming out, just bump the player, come on, they're 2-0 up, just get them, just bump them away.
Oh, Demo comes out. It's now, it's just fighting a 1-on-3, fighting the losing battle there. And that's paired to Nature. Nature, shot. Easy save for Shiny Mia. Now touch to the sidewall. This is JWB. JWB to Mia. Mia with a little bit of an off touch into the corner. Quarentra pushing to the middle. Nobody going. That's Mia. Mia drawing out defenders. Net is open. That's a bump. But he has the time to recover. Pen, what a save! Ball to the. Oh my god, I can't speak. To the sidewall. This game is so intense, and that's Mia with a backflip shot on the post. Somebody do something! Get it out! Clear the ball away! Oh my god!
Absolutely right. This is breathtaking gameplay here. Absolutely end-to-end action. Every player giving it their absolute all. Here's Nature Gaming, managed to beat 2, get that mid boost.
Oh my god!
GWB this last back with the risky play from the backboard. 0 boost, still continuing, still putting that pressure on. Quarentra has managed to pick that one up. Oh, tried to go into the defender there, but it's not worked. Good takeover from Shiny Mia. 0 boost, pass, back post, JWB puts it past the post from there. Really difficult angle to get. But oh my goodness, that would have been, as you said, the security and the comfort that they needed right now. Because surprisingly, they're looking hot right now. They're looking to bring this game back as the timer is approaching just 1 minute to go.
Oh my word! What a save! This game, end to end, complete action covering the entire 5 minutes. There's no off time. What a touch! Out to Nature. Nature dragging that ball, but Mia keeps it in, and that's a shot. It's at the post, and it's in. JWBS might have just secured the game for Pardas here. Oh my word, Smokey Bear! What have we just watched?
And I mean, just like that. That right there is a star signing. Whoever scouted this player, whoever just like hoovered this player away from being a free agent, well done, because this player is making an impact for your team when they want to hold on to that league position, when they want to win as many games as possible to secure their place in the play-ins and of course the playoffs. Oh my goodness, here comes another attack from Pardas coming in from the corner to the backboard. But Shiny Mia rattling the crossbar there. Now, is this a Kuri? Oh my goodness, it's all the way down! Oh my goodness! 22 seconds! Will we see a reverse of what we've just seen in game 1?
Don't you dare say it. It's not gonna happen. I don't believe it. What a fake and what a play, and that's a beautiful kickoff. Mia for the double touch, gets saved by Nature. We've already had one this game. We could have saw a second. That's a dangerous ball to be letting up. That's Issa, but that's Mia playing over. Oh, Nature with a whiff you don't want with this little time left. Quarentra now, 3 seconds. You've done it. You've secured this game in the bag. Anything from now is a consolation. We're in regulation time. What a pinch out. Ped taking the ball to the sidewall. Quarentra, what a touch! And Pardas take game 2.
My goodness. What a turn around of events. Spectacularly in game 1, coming out, swinging bats. But right now, they can't make those runs all the way around the field in game 2 because Pardas, they're gonna catch this one. Whew,
They
my goodness.
Just catching my breath. What a match. That is absolutely breathtaking. Everybody in this lobby is doing something to help their team, and it's incredible to watch. You wouldn't think this is Challenger. I wouldn't think this is Challenger if I was just a viewer and didn't know. This is incredible, and this is what RSC is all about, bringing the best out of players, and right now we are certainly doing that.
Yep, this is absolutely it. You know, and you've seen it all over your screens tonight. You've seen it all over the leaderboards and the league tables. these teams are everywhere on this leaderboard right now, and everyone across all divisions having the battle of their lives. And well, talking about battles of our lives, I've had a few battles myself here in this next beautiful map that we're about to enter. And I believe if you just look over there, you'll be able to see the Psionics headquarters, so we can really say Psionics, please.
Fix your game. Joking, of course. Psionics makes a good game. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting the clock head. Early start to the game, and that's Mia now. It's Quarentra clearing it out the corner. Nature there. Nature trying his best. Ped now. That's a mistouch to the middle. Quarentra is securing with a bit of a mistouch straight down, and nobody's there to capitalize on it. Very unfortunate here, and that's a corner battle now. JWB hitting up, making the play a little bit uncomfortable for the defenders, you know, forcing them to extend themselves a little bit, making them use some boost, and Mia makes a double touch, and Quarentra now to the middle. It's JWB to Quarentra. What a touch together. Nobody's there though. That's a really smart play from Mia though, not extending that play, not leaving that net wide open, and that's Nature. What a bump we've just seen from Issa. That bump was phenomenal.
As you see, the physicality's coming out. Yep, Quarentra turned around. Literally just went up, grabbed the shoulders and turned them around completely with that bump. Now, Pardus are trailing 1-0. We are here in Game 3 of Series 3, your last series of RSC. Here tonight, Shiny Mia, not going to be that last shot or save tonight either at this rate, because you know what, both of these teams are popping off right now, Jasper.
100%, both of these teams have oh my god, what a fake! As soon as we say both of these teams are popping off, we see a beautiful fake. That would have me fooled. That would certainly send me flying away. What a goal.
Yeah, and a bit of incorrect positioning there as well, and you know, not really facing towards the ball, kind of trying to attack it from the side. Have to be very resourceful and very fast to make that impact save. Now Nature Gaming looking to keep up the pressure here for Zapackley, but right now, nothing seeming to be falling on target.
Yeah, nothing is really hitting the net. This game, our lowest scoring goal game so far. And, you know, both of these teams, they're tightening up their defense. They're refining their play styles to fit the game. And Quarentra going for a dangerous read. He gets that, and I don't see them saving it. Right now, all three players, well, 5 players in the corner just then. And Mia now just driving the ball as they can, trying to keep it away. Nice touch there to the side wall. Issa, what are we going to see? A fake, a ground pinch of swords, not happening. Oh my word, you can just hear us both. Oh, what a touch, but Mia there to clear it. Nobody really back. Nature scuttling back. Ball to middle. Nature there for an easy clear though. And Smokey, this game is so intense. Who do you think is going to win?
Yo, Jasper, they're just end to end right now. I don't know what's happening on this field. It's just a huge scrap. Every single 50, every single ball. There's 2 or 3 players flying at it. They're desperate right now to get this second goal for their team at such a crucial point here in the series. Shiny Mia there playing that one down. Quarentra, nice pick up. Oh, Nature Gaming just pounces up into the air and creates that bit of space for Ped. What can Ped do with it now? Not over Shiny Mia though, and a team bump there. Forces some recovery, forces a switch around on the comms. Nature says, I'm going to take over this. Only passes it away to JWB. Quarentra though has demoed Ped. Ped spawning there in the corner actually. Nice recovery. Oh, it's a Scurry with 0 boost here trying to make that play. But it's all just breaking down side to side right now. So, it's hard to predict. Maybe I'm going to go with Zapackley.
Oh, You know, that would be quite nice to see for your prediction, of course.
Yep.
And right now, I actually can't tell you who's going to win because I don't know. What a shot, but Ped with a lovely save. JWB with a demo. That's a touch out. Ped really being the man in defense when he can. Lovely clear away. Lovely plays. JWB. Mia now. The ball gets cleared away. Demo from Issa. Demo onto Issa, sorry, and that could be dangerous. Shot in an open net, but gets cleared away. Do you know what? I think it's going to be Pardus winning this game. I have to say it for the prediction to stay alive. And right now, that's a lovely touch, but JWB's there. My goodness, what a shot! The rotations are perfect right now. Actually perfect from Pardus, and this leaves a bit of a dangerous feeling in the hands of Sipatli, because that touch is going to the backboard. No, it's not. It's going to Quarentra. What a touch to the backboard, but there's nobody there. It's now going to be Quarentra again. The ball goes away. 15 seconds left on the clock. We are seeing such high endurance right now, such high action. That's Mia trying to get a touch to the middle. Doesn't happen. Ped there now on the ball. Issa there to recover. Issa there. Ball goes to the sidewall. Mia's going up. Mia wants to get this last goal, and Mia misses, and we are in overtime.
The pressure, just that little bit too much there for Mia as we were heading to overtime, knowing this is where we're going, knowing it's golden goal, and I want to know if we can get it in the chat before the goal scored. Who do you all think is going to win, and who do you all think is going to win this series? Because right now is a time to cast your prediction, because these teams, oh my goodness, this is Rocket League, because it's just missile launchers all the way up and down the field. The players are missiles, the ball's a missile, oh my goodness, another missile, everything's just blowing up in front of my eyes, can barely even see the cast.
Oh my word, you're so right, Quarentra. Touch to the backboard. Issa misses. This is dangerous. JWB. Mia's up. Oh my, Mia, what a redirect, but just the wrong way. Issa going for a double. Issa to the middle. Quarentra there now. We are watching such action, such gameplay. Another missile. JWB shot just a little bit further to the left, and that's in the net. But Ped was there for the save. This is dangerous. Ped is there. Shot just wide. JWB awkward. Mia awkward. Nature there. Ball is rotating down. Mia with a save. I am watching such action. Issa there now. Oh my God, Smokey. My breath is gone. My seat. I'm literally standing up. This is so incredible. Oh my word, Mia, all you have to do, Mia for a doomsday death double. Oh my word, we nearly just saw a clip of the week contender, and right now that ball is floating in the danger zone of no man's land. Whoa! Oh my God.
Goodness. Historic scenes going down here in Sovereign Heights. Nature can't quite reach up to that one. Ped had to get there, got there in time. Mia can't quite get it once more. Ped tries to pass it into the middle. Oh my goodness! And the fourth player of the team, the crossbar, coming in clutch once more. Infield pass once more. Goal! Oh my goodness, it's a save. And these players are giving it everything right now. And the ball goes back into the middle once more. That's it. 2 minutes and 10. And Nature is going to be the player to put it into the back of the net. My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I did say Sapactly.
Oh, well done. What a game, though. We can't take anything away. Everyone was doing something across the board. 2 saves each for Pardus, 3 saves for Ped and Issa, 1 for Nature, but Nature being the goal scorer. This was such a game. Oh my word. This must be series of the night so far. For sure. Oh my God, I need to catch my breath after that. Oh my word.
I'm taking a regain break here, and I think Pardus, they'll be looking to do something of the same here as we get this 60-second interval, because, you know, right now Zapactly just popping off shots. But right now, you know, Pardus, they were popping off 9 just back, and it was 10 for Zapactly, so, you know, just as much, but it felt like Zapactly going so much harder in that game. End-to-end action. I can barely contain myself in my seat here, as you were saying, because just the energy that's involved to play this game from 6 cars it's involved to us play on the field right now is huge, Jasper. Absolutely huge. Look, they're on the field already. The tyres are warmed up. They're so
Oh my
ready
word.
to go. They're so ready. No wasting any time here for these players. My goodness.
Oh my word, it's actually incredible. The timer has started and immediately Ped, oh, nearly with an early shot, nearly with an early goal. And it's now a double commit. And we're seeing scrappy gameplay. JWB and Nature scuffling about, scrapping around the pitch. Renzo or Quarentra in the chat, we were said that he does not mind being called Renzo either. So Renzo who is going for that ball. Nature just chilling back and letting Ped do some work. Nature just there on time. Quarentra and Renzo. A missile. That's a lovely touch from Ped. Nobody really there to follow it up at the moment, though. Please don't give us that much action all game again. My voice can't handle that. Mia, clear downfield. Ped will be there. JWB soaring in. JWB, lovely shot on, giving Nature something to work at here. Lovely touch. Renzo, Nature scrapping 50 down. Issa to the side wall. Nobody's going for it. A breath of fresh air, you could say. This first minute already has been the chillest part of the game, I'd say.
Yeah, that's just it, you know, these players they're looking a little bit more composed here, but the link-up plays, however, they're just not fully coming together. Oh my goodness, JWB going for a crazy double tap there, falling out of reach. So Ped going to try and slow this one down, pass it in the left to Nature. Nature taking 150 there, 2 cars of that blue team getting involved. Mia there being last back, has managed to hold it away for Pardis for now. JWB looking awkward, Clom's taking over, Quarentra taking over, but the bump taking over. Nature trying to take over, but JWB will be the one in possession for now. Not if Ped can say something about it. Nature trying to find that link-up play. They're trying to look for those tiki-taka passes, but it's about who can make them work, Jasper. It's about who can make them work here.
Definitely, it's just about who can do it. 2 minutes gone, no goals, our lowest scoring game so far. And it only looks Nature could have got the shot, but took it safely. Double commit there, a bit risky. Don't want to overextend and waste that boost that you so preciously need. JWB there, ready, taking time, putting it away. Quarentra shot, Issa save, Mia shot again, but it's gone on the back board. Quarentra now not going to be there, and you know, I'm gonna ask the age-old question, Smokey, who do you think's gonna win?
Ooh, well, if there's any game that you can't predict right now, oh my goodness, once again it is this one, because all of these players are committing everything to this game. Absolutely everything. So many players involved at the front post. Like, rotations aren't even a thing anymore. Rotations is who can get back and stop that other team from scoring, because you're throwing all of your players, you're using all of that arsenal that I was talking about earlier to get that ball. 1, away from your side of the field, 2, out of the corner, 3, past the players, and 4, into a position the way you can do something there. As that one fell into the penalty box, it was very convenient for the cast, but not for the players there, as another shot coming towards the Sapactli defence has been put past the post.
Yeah, put past it. Quarentra taking time, getting bumped off. I can't believe my eyes. Smokey, we're only 90 seconds away from overtime and no goal's gone in. And honestly, I don't know when a goal will go in. Because right now, oh no, JWB, that's an almost crazy shot. An almost crazy answer to our query. Quarentra driving that ball to middle. JWB again. Not happening. 60 seconds, buzzer going off. Mia, that's an open net almost, and that's nearly a goal. No touch from Mia as that ball gets to the corner. Quarentra on the crossbar. Nature not having anything. Mia with a shot. Nature there with for a save. Quarentra Ball hits the sidewall now. It's a breath of fresh air. Mia there. Issa now booming ball away. Go ball, shoot, ball, hit net. We don't need an overtime. This is so intense. Every player needs to be involved, and they are doing it. Oh, Quarentra nearly getting a shot. 20 seconds left. Oh my God, Mia shot. No, the net's wide open. Get back, get back. Oh my word, what a save from
No,
Ped.
what is going
10
on right
seconds
now?
left. What is going on?
What? I mean, if you guys want a dramatic Rocket League, right? We got 3 seconds left, and if no one scores, you know where we're going. But wait a minute. Nature's going to try and deal with that one, but Shiny Mia gives up Corbin! No! Wait! Oh my God, this is still up! Who can make an impact here? Oh!
We
Well,
have
here we are.
overtime.
Overtime, oh my goodness, I cannot believe it, Jasper. Mia and Ped, they're just going to fight for that kick-off. Both players cheating up.
no,
Nature
no,
with a
no.
quick flick into the back. No! 5 seconds of overtime. And with a quick flick to the back corner, Nature puts the game away. Surpactly. Whew. My, I'm a loss for words tonight, Jasper. Amazing Rocket League.
I am speechless. Oh my word, you can't make this up. An overtime goal like that, that is heartbreaking. Oh my word, that is that you can't write that. And I just have to say congratulations. 3-1 to Patley. That comes true for you.
Yeah, well, that's both my predictions being right tonight, I believe. So,
Oh.
personally, for me tonight as a caster, it's been personally good. But again, you know, congratulations, and congratulations to Azteca there. And you know, they suffered a loss tonight for the franchise, and then you know they came back swinging that second Azteca team. That was really well played.
Yeah, extremely close. Looking at the post-series stats quickly. Wow. Wow. What a series, you know. Looking at that, 8 to 9 goals, 30 to 28 shots, each of them having such a high amount of saves, 50-50 ball possession, you know? That is
On the
crazy.
money! On the money!
On the money dot. Now, who do you think was the MVP of this series?
Oh, that's a
Oh.
tough one. JWB, I'm gonna guess.
Oh, I like
GWB
that
for
a
me.
lot. I
GWB.
also think JWB because
Oh,
wowee.
okay.
I loved watching that super signing. JWB, incredible. And who is it? It was Ped! Pedicle, a beautiful series from Ped. You can't
Yep,
complain,
yep.
you can't grumble. Looking at that, 3 assists, 3 goals, 8 saves. The
Yeah.
man in defense to do it all, basically, you know, carrying the defense and carrying the second, third, and first man in the series. And wow, what a series of matches we saw tonight, Smokey, eh? You casted 2 and I casted 2.
Yep, do you know what? We've put in a good shift tonight, and in return for it, we've had some fantastic Rocket League. And I got to watch a bit of your game as well. I watched game 2, 3, and 4. Just missed the first one, and every single game has just been filled with absolute drama. Nothing here, nothing here tonight has even looked like it's scripted. It's just been upsets on one side, heartbreak on the other, joyous tears, sad tears. So many emotions have been felt on the pitches here tonight, Jasper.
100%. And wow, you know, I'm here for it. I am here for it. Beautiful, beautifully played. Guys, thank you so much for coming out and watching. You know, it means a lot when we've got such a beautiful new overlay and we've got so many people coming in to check us out. From the bottom of our hearts at RSC, thank you all for showing your support and showing your love to us. But I have been Jasper, and unless you've got any closing words, we will see you again for the cup draw on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Smokey Bear's last words will be for tonight is that All of these teams that we've seen play tonight have been all the way across the leaderboards. So you know what? Come and challenge yourself to some of the best players available right here in Europe at RSC EU.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make